Buenas noches, familia. My name is Sebastian Espinosa, and I'm a civil engineer studying and junior. And so, when I was a freshman, I didn't have that many friends when I came from high school into college. And so, I wanted to have a group or a connection with more friends so I can have the connections for later on and maybe even for jobs and stuff like that. But when I saw that there was an organized an event that's called Cats Back, where I went there and I was hooked in by an e-board member that explained to me what SHPE was and how it would impact me, and it did impact me because I'm still here. I'm still going and still pushing through. And so, as your next secretary, I want to bring in a new position called the Tech Affairs, because we need to update our website. We need to have everything like updated. There's also the point system that is not very it's like weekly, like once a week, but like I want it to be more instant and more immediate, like A&M's point system, and how it would be better to know how much you've done and how much you've actually contributed back to the SHPE for the group. And so the second thing I want to do is I want to have continue with the scholarship emails and also introduce professional emails that are so we can have the job openings through the emails and have all of them, because Slack people we don't look at Slack that much, but there's the emails that we also check every single day. And finally, with my Adobe experience in my high school, I will be able to reinvent and make the website more user-friendly in every single way. And so, as your next secretary, I want to be the friend or leader that the freshman me wanted to have.
Sebastian, you did mention the point system. So one of the responsibilities of the secretary is adding new members to the point system. These members can be found in the membership form, in which both the new member representative and the treasurer are also tasked to add and verify if the members have paid their dues. Sometimes this membership form is not up to date, so you are unsure if that said person is a full member, meaning he has paid their dues. How do you plan on working with the treasurer and new member rep to ensure that all the new members are updated in the system accordingly?
I would communicate constantly to see how the treasurer has. I would connect with the treasurer to see if they paid the dues, and then I'll connect with the new member rep to see if they actually brought it in. And they also, with the combination of them, in the combination of both of them, I will be able to update it on the website and how it will put it in and put it into the Slack too.
Okay, Sebastian. So I have a question regarding the point system as well. You mentioned that you want to establish like a new system of tracking points. So can you explain to me the current point system that we have right now, how every event gets weighted? And if you were to change one thing, what would it be?
The current system with the points right now, they're good already with the amount of points for each event and how they're added into the final part. But what I wanted to change is try to have it, instead of having like the past few years, I've noticed that the points are not frequently updated and frequently seen as from events that you've done 3 days ago or 4 days ago. And so I want to have a way to make it more instantly, like A&M's point system, where you sign in into the Google Sheet, and then maybe by the time you get the Google Sheet back, we could just input it into a system to put it automatically instead of manually. And so if we weren't able to get that, I would do it twice a week to update it, Monday, on Wednesday and Sunday.
So I'll just rephrase the question a little bit. If you have your pillars, right? how would you weight your social events versus your chapter development, social, professional, leadership events? How would you weight those? In what order? That's what I'm trying to ask.
I would put social below my professional because I want to be able to have more experience leading and being more professional to the companies compared to socially. Because socially, sure, I would be being social to everybody, but the thing is, it's not necessarily like, it's not gonna communicate all the way to my career in the future.
Thank you.
Hi Sebastian, nice seeing you up here, very proud of you. Alright, so I have kind of two questions. The first one being, I'm excited, or if elected as the new secretary, I'm excited to see the new SHPE website your first day on the job. And then also this point system has been an issue for a very long time. You mentioned that A&M has a good system. What is your plan of attack in order to change this or improve it, or just kind of introduce a new system and integrate it into SHPE-UH?
As I said earlier, with trying to get the point system updated, I want to bring in the position of tech affairs, where it would replace a chair, so we can work with them to make it having the code and have that position be able to code a way to make it more automatic from just putting into the Google into the code and then make it automatically into the system itself.
Got it. And go ahead.
You said it was going to replace a chair, or it's going to be an additional chair?
It would be either additional or it would replace the chair, because there is the media chair where that is it's below the communications chair, but right now like the media chair doesn't really, it's just similar to the communication chair, and so the media chair doesn't necessarily every single time go to all the events. All the chairs itself take their own pictures and then send it to the communications chair. So that's why I want to kind of replace that chair with the tech affairs.
Thank you. Sorry.
No, that's fine. The second question, so this is kind of more for the SHPE-UH and then also its members, but also internally, with your experience working with teams, how are you planning to kind of get everyone organized with their notes and the meeting minutes and everything like that with the e-board and also chairs?
Can you repeat that again?
How are you planning to get everyone organized and on the same page with all the meetings that happen internally?
I would communicate with them like instead of like having the meetings, there's also in between where there's gonna be some meetings like between certain executive boards and certain chairs that I want to communicate that to be more updated every single time with having connected with everything and all the chairs and board.
Got it.
How often do we get the newsletter? Do members get newsletter?
The newsletter is every single Monday that is sent like at 12 in the morning, or I think it's around 8 in the morning.
Would you change that or keep it the same way?
I would try to change it by maybe having a newsletter being sent like on a Sunday, because each time I try to go with find the newsletter, I have to wait until Monday because I'm not ready to. I don't know if there's going to be events on Monday, so I wanted to give the newsletter like on Sunday because it prepares for the actual week.
So you won't have a Sunday off?
No.
So I have a question for you. So you want to bring a tech affair chairs, and that's going to be the negotiations, right? So I want to hear what are some of the actions that you would take to convince your e-board to have the new tech affair chair?
I would say that the new tech affair chair could be able to work with all the chairs and all the e-board with their own events that can collaborate, like having a hackathon some point in the whole year where we can have a hackathon with the social chair and the academic and social along with the tech also, because you need to be social, you need to be academic with that. There's also the tech affairs can be able to, not like, it will be influencing and also teaching them how to do the hackathon. And then as a result of the hackathon, it gives more experience to the people to put on the resume, even putting for better careers and better job opportunities.